So today, it's time to give my final opinions on the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 600 smart grill. Right now I have it actually up to temperature, up to 370 degrees is what I'm cooking at. I think 370 I think is what I set it to. It is up to temperature, good to go. I actually have 6 sirloin steaks that we're putting on today. I am going to use the temperature probe on one of the steaks because it only comes with one temperature probe. You can add up to 4. But today we're reviewing, or at least my final review, on the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 600 Smart Grill. So before we get into the actual grill itself and get things going, I mean, obviously the best way to review a grill is by how well it cooks food, but I do want to focus on the grill itself. So first you have a gravity-fed charcoal hopper over here, so up on top, and you're supposed to keep this closed while you're using it, but you can kind of dive in, and maybe I'll show you what it looks like in there here in a second. We do have the fire box is basically right down here, and then we have an ash box here that we can empty out. You shouldn't have to empty that out. Even every cook, you don't have to. But after the last couple cooks, I only had a little bit of ash, so it burns very, very cleanly. You actually have the grill itself. You do have a foldable shelf here, so when I'm putting it away and I put the rainproof cover on it, this gets folded down. Then we have the smart controls over here, which I'll show you in a second, and then obviously the shelf that goes with it. It does run on a very nice long, it's like 20 foot, 25 foot power cable. I kind of like that power cable more than the other one just because of how long it is, and so I don't have to worry about extension cords so much. I really love this grill. Now the Autoignite 545 that I've had for most of the summer, and I've loved the taste of, this kind of takes it to the next level for everything, including what the grill can do and how it actually can build up a better flavor. But today we're going to focus on the sirloins we're about to put on. So while it's on here, I'm going to pop this open real quick. It is going to be warm in here, but down in there, that's where the charcoal is, and it does beep when you have it open, so it does stop the fan from going. Same thing down here. If I open this up, and I will real quick, it's going to stop the fan from going again. There's all the ash. Yep, I know it's beeping on me. There we go, and shut that, and then she'll ramp back up. Then we have the controls over here next to my lovely steaks that are seasoned and ready to go. We are all set to throw these suckers on the grill. Now, if you watch my other video on the setup of this grill, you'll understand how to use that and how to set the temperature and everything. So we're not going to go into how to use it, but we have a nice, lovely grill surface, nice and clean. I cleaned it the last time I used it. And now, I'm going to go ahead and toss my steaks on here. Now, once I have it on here, I do have my temperature probe. Maybe I should clean that a little more. That's all right. It'll work for now. There's a nice rubber grommet here that you pop it through, and I am going to actually put it through this guy right here in the middle and get it centrally located as I can in the steak. And there we are. Shut, and follow it on the app. Okay, so we're just over 100 degrees for the steaks. Looking good so far. I'm going to flip them now. Yeah, looking really good. Okay. So far, so good. So I did want to show you what the smart app looks like, at least. If you're interested in seeing how to set this up or anything more in usage-wise, I definitely have my setup videos and how to use. So I'll post those at the end as well as down below. But so right now I just opened the app. Basically, I do have 2 different grills, but in this one that I am connected to, I did just lower the temperature to 350, so that's why it's coming down. So you see the current temperature, you set the temperature, and I can hit the set temperature and change it if I'd like. Set time if I want to do timed cooking. I can look at the graph to see what the temperature over the history of the grill being on was, including the food temperature. Right now the food temperature is at 120. I have a target temp of 145 to hit the medium rare. And how you set that, when I select this, you can select beef, it's a steak, and I'm looking for medium, confirm, and that's how you set the target temperature. So that way you can keep an eye on where you're sitting in your cook temperature, and it'll obviously give you an alert once you get to that point. So I'm all set up here, and that's how the app works. Pretty awesome. The grill works really, really good. And because it is charcoal, you get that charred flavor, but it is an indirect charcoal grill, so it's not getting flare-ups or anything like that. So cooking everything possible on this is fantastic. Okay, well, it's letting me know it's done. And this is the part that I always forget to bring my thing down. Let me get the probe out of here first. Hot probe. And looks good. So now that I'm getting these steaks off, now I'm going to let them rest for several minutes, covered when I get back inside. But the grill itself, which should have went at the handle there, I can actually just unplug the power on it. So I'm done. I don't have to do anything else other than unplug the power. Now that the power is out, put these guys back in. If I can see where I'm putting it, there we go. And that blocks off any of the airflow, so it'll stop using any more of the charcoal that's not burnt or used. All right, let's see the end result. Beautiful, nice pink center. So, just got finished eating. It is still warm. I put my hand here. This is warm to the touch, not too hot. This is probably a little bit warmer. Nope, actually, this is cooler a little bit. It's going to be a little bit before this cools down to the point where I'm going to put the top back on it. But where does it line up? So, the meat was cooked exactly to what I aimed for. So, I aimed for medium right down the middle. It was medium right down the middle. So, for the accuracy of the cook, it's fantastic. Ease of starting the grill and getting it up to temperature, this has put me a little bit... So I first started with the Autoignite Series, which ignites itself. You just start it up and let it do its thing. You do have to put in a fuel starter, but that's it. In this case, you have to light it with a lighter. I prefer this method because it lights up real quick because I'm lighting the fire starter, closing the door, letting it sit for 30, 60 seconds, and then turning it on, and then telling it what temperature to get to, and it does its thing. I actually prefer this method more. Now, the larger hopper allows for easier fill. It allows for, I think, longer cooks are going to obviously be a lot better with this. This is the grill that I think that I would go for if I was looking at their lineup. So far, out of the 2 grills that I've done from Masterbuilt, both of them have well surpassed my expectations. The Gravity Series 600, I have nothing but fantastic things to say about it. I'm looking forward to maybe getting a hold of some different of their series, but I will say, I really love this grill. That's the best way I can say it. Yeah, very satisfied. Taste of the food, obviously, depending on your seasoning. Now, this is the first time I ever cooked sirloins on one of Masterbuilt's grill, and it turned out really good. It was not chewy. It was very easy to eat, and of course, a lot of that comes down to the cut of the meat, but also the flavor. Not so much, just the cooking of it, but also the seasoning. I didn't over season it, but again, on a traditional grill, you always throw way too much seasoning on it. In these grills, you don't have to do that because you're not directly hitting the meat with flames and such. So you don't tend to burn all the seasoning off. So in this case, we seasoned it, a generous amount before I grilled it. And so it sat with seasoning kind of soaking into the meat. It turned out fantastic. I'm just looking forward to the next steak. And we have some flank steaks, and we also got some ribeyes the last time we were out. So I have more meats coming up that I'm going to be doing on this grill. I may post maybe a small video on it if I can. In the end, is this a grill that I recommend? I wholeheartedly recommend this grill. This thing is fantastic. It's everything that you want in a charcoal grill because you get the flavor, you got the ease of use. But I shouldn't say that. Most charcoal grills are not easy to use. This has everything that you want from a charcoal and everything you kind of want from a pellet grill, all wrapped into one with the gravity-fed hopper that's going to feed the charcoal down into the burner as it goes. I love this grill. I really, really like the Autoignite series, but this takes it to the next level. It gives me a larger cook space. It gives me more control on things. I love the Gravity series. So, I'm going to put links to not only all the videos I've done with this grill, but I'm also going to link over to my Autoignite series, so if you want to take a peek at those. I've done setups on both of them. I've done reviews now on both of them. Masterbuilt, you're making grills that I really like. The ease of control, the flavor profile that you get in your cooks, and the hoppers. 2 thumbs up. Fantastic job. Thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you like it, hit the thumbs up for me if you would. I appreciate it. I'm super glad that it lasted to the end of it, and let me know if there's any specific grill that you'd like to see if I can do a video on next, I guess. But in terms of Masterbuilt, well done. I'm a very big fan. So much of a fan that I haven't used my pellet grill since I made the change. And yes, I'm doing videos on them, but even when I'm not doing videos, I've been using these because the flavor is just fantastic. So Masterbuilt, thank you again for letting me do this video. Thank you for watching to the end of this one, and we'll catch you back here on techgooch for another future video review. And if you want to see the setup videos, head over to GeekSmart or the links down below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very soon, hopefully.